When people hear about Idlewild in Michigan, what do they associate the name with? Is it the entertainment and jazz and blues mecca of '50s, or its national forest and the beauty of nature, or maybe it's their home, or maybe they've never heard about this place before? The community of Idlewild has existed since early 1920s, and it started to grow when more and more people heard about the beauty of this place. Nowadays, 80 years later, the community isn't doing that well and is looking for ways to attract people to spend more time getting away from the smog and the noise of the big city. After talking to the residents of Idlewild, the biggest problem, according to them, was the access to the town. To find a place, you would need to go around, turning from State 10 Road to the Broadway Street, and then to pass about 7 blocks to turn again on a wealthy street, and there is no signs or any other way to get to know that you are driving in the right direction. Imagine if there was a road that would connect State 10 directly to the downtown. This road could be a continuation of the Portland Creek Street that crosses State 10 and would lead south to the shoreline of the Lake Idlewild. Instead of being straight and linear, this road could weave its way through the forest, leading the visitors to the lake via the gallery of the open and enclosed spaces, climbing up and rolling down, revealing picturesque scenes of forest, meadows, and streams. The character of the road can resemble this image, and in some places it could look different, introducing different pattern and plantings along the way. The other feature that the residents and the visitors can benefit from is a large network of trails. The trails, varying in size from half a mile to a couple of miles, can make this area accessible for the pedestrians and bicycle riders. The trail could even connect north side to the rest of the town and to lead to Baldwin, which is the bigger town nearby. So after their arrival to the lake shore, what people would see? The main attraction of the place besides the lake could be a wellness club. There are many reasons for club construction. First of all, the club would bring many more visitors to the town. In the summertime, the building can serve as kayak and canoe rental, as well as a point from which you could get to the Williams Island by a pontoon boat and then to stroll downtown. Also, the club can include a lounge, a small restaurant or cafe to feed visitors or bypassers. In the winter time, the restaurant can feed the skiers or snowmobile riders that come to enjoy snow trails in the Manistee National Forest. At the same time, the club could be a way to give something back to the community if a small-size indoor pool would be installed. Most of the residents of Idlewild are people reached their 60s and 70s, and they are in need of a good recreation center where they can do some physical therapy, aquatherapy in particular. And since right now there is no such center exists nearby, they are forced to drive many miles away to get to the indoor pool. With the wellness club constructed on the north side of the lake restoration would be a must. The present conditions of the lake is a true call for help. The island, situated right in the middle of the lake, now is connected by the road, and the passages underneath the road are clogged due to the lack of the maintenance. The north part of the lake, separated by the road, is becoming shallow due to the sedimentation, and the day when it disappears completely is not far away. The passages should be opened and converted to the bridges, as it used to be many years ago. Besides the ecological benefits, the bridges would improve the aesthetics of the island, giving a sense of arrival once you cross the bridge. Another ecological feature proposed on the site is the wetland educational area. The area could not only be a potential site for the research, but a way to bring some funds in the form of the federal grants for the lake restoration and the wetland education. Once a year, the town hosts the Idlewild Jazz Festival, attracting thousands of performers and fans from all over the Midwest, and not having a proper accommodation facilities for the visitors is forcing them to camp in places they could find. The proposed camping grounds on the way to the wellness club could potentially solve the problem for the tourists, providing them with bathroom and shower facilities and meal preparation at the restaurant of the club. The proposed orchard and the horse ranch would bring even more variety to the place, taking the recreational potential to the fullest, activating the north side of the lake even more. Both features were indigenous to the area in the 50s, and they are missed much by the residents. Overall, the main idea of the design proposal for the north side is to use the nature as a main attraction, as it was done in the beginning of the history of the town. As we all know, the history has a spiral development, and the rebirth of the town's prosperity could start from the lake restoration and the wellness club construction, and then to flourish into the bigger and brighter picture in the future.